So in, in the for loop, like I have there here also, we have the syntax for brackets int I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. We have phase 1 and we have phase 2, like you all can see. In phase 1, the variable is initialized and then checked with the condition. If the condition is true, then the body of the loop is executed. After that, the value of the variable is updated according to the updating condition statement. Instead of I plus plus, you all can have any updation statement that changes the value of the loop. Okay. For example, if you have not provided any variable here, then the value of I will not update. The value of I will remain constant. Okay. You all can remove anything from the for loop. You all can remove any part of the for loop. That is not a problem. Okay. You all can remove any part of the for loop. That's not a problem. So let's suppose I remove the updation part. In updation part, what I did, what was the role of updation part? To update the value of I. But now the value of I is not updated. Therefore, int I equal to 0, I is less than equal to 10. This thing would always be true. You are getting? Because I has the value of 1 and I less than equal to 10 will be always true because a value of I is not updated. So this loop will run infinite times. So I can show you the example. This is an example of infinite loop also. So like if we'll executed Java input 3.java, once I compile it, then Java build, right? So you all can see that one is printed infinite times. It is keep on printing and printing and printing, and it will keep on printing till my computer memory is full, right? So let's close it for now. So so this was an example of infinite loop in for loop. Whenever we miss the updation condition, then our loops keep on repeating because the value of I is not updated. But what you all can do, instead of writing the value of I inside the loop, inside the syntax of the for loop, you all can also write the updation condition inside the block of the for loop. What do I mean by block of the for loop? By block of the for loop means here you wrote I plus plus here, then also it will do the same purpose. It will serve the same purpose, right? So in the first set of example, I told you that you all can miss the first initialization statement, right? So in that we had like this. So I told you all that the for loop takes the value of I from outside the loop. In the second step, you can miss this statement, the updation statement. If you miss the updation statement, then what will happen? The value of I will not update. If the value of I will not update, then what will happen in phase 2? After the first time the loop has been executed, it will go to here. It will run the statement that is here. If no statement is present here, then where it will jump to? It will jump to the condition to check whether the condition is satisfied or not. And because the value of I is not updated till now, therefore this condition would always be true. If this condition would always be true, then the body of the loop that we have, system.out.println I, will keep on executing infinite time because this condition is always true. Now what I did, I removed this also. Are you all getting? If I remove this also, then what happens? Initialization, okay, no problem. There is no initialization condition. There is no condition as well, and there is no updation as well. Now what will happen? It is still an example of infinite loop. So if I try to execute it, Java C input 3.java. Oh. Cannot find simple I. Oh, this I has not been there. So instead of I, will put here. It executes. and we'll do Java build. So like you all can see that hey is printed infinite times. It is keep on printing and printing. So let's close it else. Okay. So you saw two examples of infinite loop also. Whenever we do not put any condition, anything in the for loop, then it behaves like an infinite loop. If we miss the updation condition and we do not update the value of the loop variable inside the block of the loop also, then the for loop behave like an infinite loop. If you miss the condition only, like I have int I equal to 0 and I did I plus plus, I missed the condition. So what will happen? The condition is always true. The default condition is always true. So what will happen here? Here it will still run infinite time. If I did cd java c input 3.java, I variable I might not have been initialized. Oh, I equal to 1. Sorry, I equal to 1 here. So if I do, if I recompile it, cls java build. Middle हो गया, build. So now you all can see that if we miss this condition also, the uh, for loop condition, then also it is running infinite times. Let's close this also again. So you all saw many examples of infinite statement in for loop. And if you remove this and you put a colon here, now what will happen? If you put a colon after the for loop, then what do the colon tells? Colon tells the end of the statement. Therefore, for loop will not execute one time only. Will not execute one time also. Because as soon as it gets the colon means that the statement has ended. After for loop, after any like if also, for also, while you will study, after anything if you put the colon, it will tell you that the statement has ended. Okay. So this was an example of infinite for loop. This is a null for loop also. We can use for loop as delay loop also. What do I mean by delay loop? Int I equal to 0, I less than 1000, I plus plus. Now what is that? And the statement to be executed are none. I'm executing no statement. Now what will happen? The for loop will run from 0 to 1000 and it will update the value by 11111. But the truth is that we are not doing anything inside the for loop. If we are not doing anything inside the for loop, then what will happen? It will delay the program. So this is an example of for loop behaving as a delay loop also. So you all can write this also.